On Saturday, live on Fight Network, Cage Warriors Fighting Championship Fight Night 3 took place at the Hab Tour Grand Hotel in Beirut, Lebanon, and featured UFC veterans and some of Europe's rising prospects. In the main event of the night, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Kyle Watson faced off against Finnish fighter JP Vainikainen in a lightweight tilt. Watson seemed to be the more physically imposing of the two and came with a methodical approach, landing leg kicks before tying Vainikainen up. Watson was the more active of the two in the stand-up department, landing numerous punches to the face of his crafty foe. Vainikainen struggled to get the fight to the ground, and when he did, Watson would quickly get back up to his feet. Vainikainen began to get comfortable in the second round and landed a few strikes that had Watson on the defensive. The Mark Fiore-trained Watson mixed up his attack using kicks and counter punches before trying for the takedown. After a glancing blow opening a massive cut on the head of the American, the ringside physician was forced to call a halt to the contest, declaring JP Vainikainen the winner by TKO. In the co-feature, Tough alumni Tommy Spear was paired with Swedish submission fighter Mats Nilsson in a welterweight affair. The American tried to dictate the pace early and showcased his power by forcing his European counterpart to the mat. Nilsson managed to gain top position and finished the first round strong, controlling the Midwestern farm boy. Shortly into the second period, the judo black belt Nilsson found himself in the guard of Spear, who could do very little in the way of threatening with submissions from his back. Once upright, Spear tried to do damage with his strikes, putting together a multitude of combinations that scored on the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. Nilsson seemed to want no part of the standing exchanges and once again found himself in a dominant position on the canvas and seized the opportunity to lock in a submission with less than a minute in the second frame that forced Spear to tap out. In a featherweight battle, Matthias Ladismaki squared off against 23-year-old Scottish fighter Graham Turner. The two men came to fight and tried to find weaknesses in their opponent's armor, but it was Ladismaki who scored with the takedowns before taking the back of the youngster. Within seconds of gaining back mount, Ladismaki secured the rear naked choke and forced Turner to give up immediately. The 28-year-old Finnish fighter Matthias Ladismaki made it look easy and takes home the submission victory.